has caught him. Yes, but after that, he broke this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, GD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring it into this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you see what problems we have?
I have been to. I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems with bringing people in your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have a nice ocean. You don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know that.
bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's exactly what you're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good. We're going to feel very good and very strong. You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. But right now, you don't. Yeah, you're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's back to you. Far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, you said thank you. You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war,
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country is in big trouble. Wait a minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks.
You haven't been alone. You haven't been alone. We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion. We gave you military equipment, and your men are brave, but they had to use our military. If you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something.
Maybe less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this.
Again, just say thank you.
I said a lot of times.
Except that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the cards. You're buried there. Your people are dying. You're running low on soldiers. Listen, you're running low on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing. And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go, and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire?
I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
Guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about a ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't with me. That wasn't with me. That was with a guy named Biden, who was not a smart person. That was with Obama.
It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is, Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful. Because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question to Mr. Vice President.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 25, NLT. It reads, Yahushua knew their thoughts and replied, any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed. A town or a family splintered by feuding will fall apart. And if Satan is casting out Satan, he is divided and fighting against himself. His own kingdom will not survive. Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp here in Trinidad with another edification through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. So first and foremost, Kal Halayam, La Alahayanawa, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakaha Kodash. Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Double salutation unto the brothers who preaching and teaching the truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled bird Israelites, and shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwad. You are witnessing Revelation 17 verse 16 before your faces, before your eyes. Alright, you are actually witnessing Revelation 17 and 16. It is what it is. Revelation 17, 16 and Daniel chapter 2 verse 40 to 44. Alright. This is what you are witnessing. Alright. This proves that, hey, these people are true. They are the actual biblical Edomites. Alright? They are the actual biblical Edomites. Bear with me now. There's a scripture that just come to my head. I'm going to put it on my list here before I forget it. Alright. Alright, good. So yeah, this proves that they are the true actual Edomites. Alright. And you're seeing the prophecy being fulfilled right before your eyes. Alright. Yeah. The words of this book pursuant to 2nd Esdras, pursuant to 2nd Esdras 15 and 1, 2nd Esdras 15 and 1, where it reads, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. Alright, the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper. For what? For they are faithful and true. Alright, the words of this book, it is faithful and true. The prophecies of this book, it is faithful and true. Alright, the Lord, alright, pursuant to 2 scriptures that I had to get. Alright, the first one is Isaiah 55 and 10. Isaiah 55 and 10. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not hither, but watereth the earth and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Because why? The type in that scripture there, that one is always elude me. Let me see alright. Psalms 138. Let's take a look at that. Why is the Lord making his word come to pass, all that is written? Psalms 138 and 2, where it reads, I will worship. Matter of fact, I will start from verse 1. Psalms 138 and 1. I will praise thee with my whole heart. Before the gods will I sing praise unto thee. I will worship towards thy holy temple and praise thy name for thy love and kindness and for thy truth. For thou hast magnified thy word above all thy name. Alright? The Lord has put his word over his name. All that he said is going to come to pass, it is coming to pass. Alright? And we are seeing the prophecies actually being fulfilled. Alright? The prophecies are coming to pass. Now what you're seeing here is a true revelation. Alright? A true revelation of revelation. A true revelation of revelation. Yeah. Alright, Revelation chapter 17 and verse 16. But you know something? I will read from Revelation 1 to 5. Alright. Revelation 1 to 5. I ain't going to read the whole Revelation 17. Alright? Because I press for time. I had to go and pick up shift just now. Alright, but still, Revelation 17 and 1, where it reads, And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, and I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. And that great whore is who? That great whore is America, Babylon the Great, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication, which goes into her philosophies and what have you, so forth. Alright? It says here, So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast. Alright? Full of names and of blasphemy. Full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Alright? That beast, that scarlet-colored beast, it is speaking about the European Union and NATO. Alright? Basically the revival of Rome. Alright? With its capital at America. America is that whore. America is the one that carries out all the policies, sends out all the policies, and the beast is the one, that enforce it. Alright? There's what it is here. So, you're having a situation now. That's the reason why I came with that first scripture, that Matthew 12 and 25, going down to verse 26. Because you're having a situation now where Esau, Edom, the whole nation of Esau, Edom is split. Alright, the beast and the whore is split. They are coming to a split. Alright? What you're witnessing is the last, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This here is proven. What you're seeing here is more and more proof, more and more evidence of the so-called white man being the biblical Edomites, because the scripture speaks about when the Messiah comes back, when Yahweh Shai comes back. Alright, he's going to come back to our world being ruled by Esau, Edom. Okay? More so when you go to Daniel chapter 2, alright, and you read of the vision of Nebuchadnezzar that Daniel had broken down, alright, which goes into these empires, these ancient empires, in which Now we are at the end, which is the 10 toes, part clay, part iron. This is where we are right now. Okay? And if you know, which we're going to get into, the scripture speak about what? Iron and clay, it cannot mix. Alright? It cannot hold. Okay? So, we are at a situation here now where it is being proven more and more, it is being more and more evident to who are the biblical Edomites. Okay? And we are at the end of this man's kingdom. We are at the end of this man's reign. You understand what I'm saying? This is what it is here. Okay? Because we have any situation now where Trump and his political henchmen, what have you, so forth, all right, they are showing their disgust and disagreement with Zelensky, all right, and you know, Trump and his move that he's making with Russia to try to end the war. When on the other hand, on the flip side of the coin, all right, you have these European Union leaders that is furious with Trump that he is actually making deals with Putin to end the war because they want war. They want the war to continue. You understand what I'm saying? No, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, all right? Just because Trump and Putin may be coming together in the sense of to try to end the war, come to an agreement, all right? Don't get it twisted. America will always be America, which is a deceiving, conniving, treacherous body of people, all right, nation, all right. America will always be America, and there is going to renege on whatever agreement and whatever so forth with Putin, because again, Ezekiel 38 has to be fulfilled, right? Ezekiel 38 has to be fulfilled. But anyhow, as it says here, verse 4, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, all right, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication, which goes into all the wickedness there. The alphabet lifestyle that they promote, and you know, the Babylonian debauchery and whatnot, so forth. That is what it is basically. All right. So it says here, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. All right. So the reason why I read this here, all right, is to show, because this here linking right with Revelation 13, all right, where the beast was had a deadly wound, and the beast was and the deadly wound was healed and whatnot, so forth, and you know. But reason being why I'm reading this here, these first 5 verses, all right, is to show, you know, to show that the union that the whore and the beast had, all right, the union that the whore and the beast had made, all right. But you reach to the point here now, we are at the point here now, pursuant to verse 16, all right, going down to verse 16, okay, where it says, Revelation 17:16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, all right, the 10 horns which represent the EU, the European Union, all right, and NATO, okay, it says, these shall hate the whore, which is America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire, which is what? World War III. Now Trump is telling, and there's a situation, as we just call it here in Trinidad, pot calling kettle black, because Trump is telling Zelensky that he is gambling with World War III, but Trump himself is also gambling with World War III. All right, Trump himself is gambling with World War III. All right, with his stern support for Israel. All right, those Amalekites. All right, and by the way of provoking and probing and pushing a war with Iran. All right, which is actually the trap that is set, that the Most High, that snare that he had set for Babylon. All right. And when they fall into that trap, it's all over, because why? The BRICS nations is going to get involved. All right, your Russia, your China, all right, your India, okay, South Africa, and all the other allies, the North Korea and what have you, so forth, along with all these other militant groups. Then you can't forget Turkey, all right, which prophet? Hey, that's our next prophecy we had to look forward to. You can't forget that. We can't forget that. That is our next prophecy that we had to look forward to, where Turkey is going to be kicked out of the European Union. Not the European Union, they're not a part of the European Union. They're going to get kicked out of NATO. Turkey is a part of NATO. They're not a part of the European Union, but they are part of NATO. All right? So that is the next thing we have to look forward to. Okay? Where this whole thing is just going to culminate into one big ball of fire. And that big ball of fire is thermonuclear war. So, as I say, it's just it's a whole thing about pot calling kettle black. Trump also, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, people. Trump also is gambling with World War III, which we are happy about. All right? Which you should be happy about. So it says, for Yahweh, verse 17, for Yahweh hath put it in their hearts to fulfill his will. His word, his will, his word. He put his word over his name. Come on. And to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled. All right? This is what it is here. This is what it is here. We are at the end. We are at the end. All right? We are at the end. What Trump is actually hey, that is why the scripture say that is Proverbs, boy. Proverbs, I think it's 21:1. I believe. Proverbs 21:1, where it reads, it says here, what? The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So the Lord is pushing Trump to make the moves that he is making, all right, and pushing these other world leaders, these other European nation leaders, all right, to make their moves also, all right. Now you have situations where I can't remember the individual name and what position he holds and whatnot, so forth, all right, but nevertheless is an Edomite, all right, a Babylonian Edomite, all right, that is pushing for Trump to leave NATO. All right, that is pushing for Trump to leave NATO. All right, and you know, it's not far-fetched if they would leave NATO, because again, prophecy has to be fulfilled. You know, because you have situations where Trump, even from his previous term, has been speaking out against NATO, these NATO nations, pursuant to their budget spending. All right, their budget spending, that they should increase their budget spending, their GDP towards NATO. All right. Because America and maybe one or two other countries is carrying the weight, all right? And he finds it as unfair, all right, that America should be carrying the weight, and these other nations are just lagging behind with their contributions towards NATO. So it's a whole pot keg, it's a whole keg just waiting to explode. You understand? This is what it is here. And this is the thing here. This is the Lord's will. All right? When I go to Daniel, let's take a look at Daniel. Daniel chapter 2 and verse 40. All right? Daniel chapter 2 and 40. All right? I don't need to go to all of that. Let's go in there. Let's want to hit the points. Daniel 2 and 40, where it reads, on the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron. All right, and this is what we are living in here now. This is the remainder of the fourth beast, pursuant to Second Esdras chapter 11, and I think from verse 27 or 28 like that, go down to the last verse. All right, this is the remainder of the fourth beast, that the end of their time shall come through them. All right, they are going to bring their own end. They are going to bring their own demise. All right, so it says, and the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things. Why it's saying as strong as iron? When I go to Daniel chapter 7, all right, and it breaks down the four beasts. All right, the fourth beast was what? Was strong as iron, and it was iron, and it had iron teeth, what not so forth, and break in pieces the residue of the nations, what not so forth, this, that, that. That was who? That was the Romans. So what this is showing you here? This is Rome. This is Rome coming back again. All right, we are in this new and revised Roman Empire. All right, started from the Renaissance period to now. All right, with its capital now as America. All right, America is Rome all again. All right, this is what it is here. So it says here, and so that's what. So this alone is proof showing here. All right, and as iron that breaketh, all these shall it break in pieces and bruise, and whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, all right, whereas thou sawest the feet and toes of part of potter's clay and part of iron. This is the revival. This is the revival of Rome. Verse 41 is speaking about the revival of Rome. But the thing about it is, they are a nation divided. All right, they are a nation divided, and on top of that, they are a nation that is partly weak and partly strong, both militarily and economically wise. Okay, so it says, and whereas thou sawest the feet and the toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. The kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. All right? This is what it is here. Where you have a situation of what? There are NATO nations that does not have a strong economy. All right? Likewise also that does not have a strong military. All right? But nevertheless, they are still within that pact. All right? What the Lord showing you here is a pact. All right? A pact that a league. Okay? But at the same time, they are still divided because they are policy, because what? They are not agreeing to all the policies that they themselves make and push forth. All right? They make their own rules and break their own laws. Basically. All right? So it can never be strong. It can never be compatible. All right? They can never be compatible. That's like chemicals. There are certain chemicals you just can't mix. All right, you can't mix them together because why? It could create an explosion. All right, certain household chemicals that you really can't mix it, because when you do that now, you'll literally be creating ammonia, so to speak. You understand? That you can't himself be able to sit down in your own house, because the stench alone could suffocate you. Okay, so it says here, verse 44, and in the days of these kings, all right, and in the days of these kings, which is speaking about the European Union, NATO, and the whore. Okay, in the days of these kings shall Yahweh shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom. All right, set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces. All right, it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever, which is Yahweh Shai. Because this is the moment. Now, we are living in the time, in the coming of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who the world ignorantly and stupidly calls Jesus. All right, that's why when I go back to Revelation, but Revelation 19 and 10, no, 19 and 11, Revelation 19 and 11, all right, Revelation 19 and 11, where it reads, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, which is Yahweh Shai, on that great chariot, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war, because this is what Yahweh Shai is coming for. He's coming for war, okay? and his eyes was a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. All right, which was what? Which represent what? Represents the nations that he have bring under subjection, that he had destroyed, that he had made war with and come out victorious, which is actually the whole world. All right, and he mainly Esau Edom, and he had a name, Salakia, written that no man knew but he himself. All right, that's why when I go to Isaiah, I think it's Isaiah 60 or Isaiah 62. Let me see Isaiah 60 first. Nope. Not 61. So let me see 62. Where is it, boy? 63, actually. Isaiah 63. Isaiah 63, where it reads, Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. All right? I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. So this is showing you that when Yahushai, this is teaching you here of the coming of Yahushai. And when he's coming, all right, he's coming to a world that is being ruled by Esau Edom. Yeah? By the so-called white man. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come. Yeah? And the year of my redeem is come. This is what it is here. This is what it is here. All right? So all what you're seeing right now, okay, is the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai being fulfilled. Is the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai coming together. Okay? This is what it is here. What you're seeing taking place with Trump and Zelensky, all right, and the Spanish Prime Minister, the German Chancellor, and other European leaders, all right, that is kicking up against Trump for how he treated Zelensky in the White House and what that, so for the embarrassment that Zelensky had received, all right, is the foundation that is being built for the destruction of America. All right? This is what it is here. That's why when I go to Obadiah 1, and because Obadiah is one chapter, so Obadiah 1 and 6, where it reads, Obadiah 1 and 6, where it reads, How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hid things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy, your European Union, all right, and NATO, all right, have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevail against thee. They that eat thy bread, which is the fiat currency, all right, the Federal Reserve notes, all right. They that have eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee, and there is none understanding in him. All right, because this man is a reprobate man. All right, these people are a bunch of judgment reprobates, man. This is what it is, basically. We are living in a time now. That it is so glorious to actually see, you know, for the believers to actually see the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai coming right into play, coming into fruition right before your face. All right, we are living in that time. This is a glorious time, a marvelous time. This is not a time to be sad, or this is not even a time to play around. All right, because the coming of Yahushua is very near. This is not even a time to play around. You understand? Because hey, when I go back to Matthew, I'll go to the NLT to the thing for that. Matthew 13, because I think that is Yahushua speaking there. Matthew 13 and 17. So yep. Matthew 13 and 17, where it reads, okay, for verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them. All right? But hey, the prophets of old, they are seeing it and hearing it still. Because hey, there's something called what? Reincarnation. All right? So they are here, they are standing in their lot, and they are prophesying and they are seeing it. They are seeing it. This is a glorious time that we are living in here to actually see, to be on the highways and byways for all those years, or for whatever time that you have come into the truth and been on the highways and byways and sincerely prophesying, all right, in truth and sincere, all right, sincerely, and believing in this word here, believing, having that faith, and seeing the destruction that is actually coming, the judgment that is actually coming, all right, the words that is written in this book is actually being fulfilled, all right? Because this book is a book of prophecy. It is a prophetic book. All right? There's no other book that contains prophecy. The Lord has never given prophecy unto these other nations, all right, unto these other false gods that the people of the world that they worship, all right? Prophecy was never given unto them. All right? Prophecy was never given unto them. The Lord will never give his prophetic word unto another nation. All right? So this is what it is here. So we who in this truth here, we who pushing in this word here, we seeing it for what it is. We gladly seeing it for what it is. You understand? This is what it is here. We are in the time, we are in the remainder of the fourth beast, all right? The 10 toes, part iron, part clay, all right? We are seeing that division that is taking place amongst them. We are seeing that they cannot, they are a kingdom divided, and we are actually seeing their fall. We are actually seeing the fall of the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right, we are actually seeing the fall of the true biblical Edomite. This is even more proof that showing it that they are the Edomites. Because if this is the end, and Yahushua said that when he comes back, he's coming back to a world being ruled by Esau, and we see any division, no unity, no union amongst them, but not so forth, so forth. You understand? We seeing that we coming to the end. We seeing that World War III is about to take place. The mark of the beast is about to take hold upon the face of the earth, what not so forth, so forth, so forth. Come on, man. Come on. But then again, who has eyes to see will see. All right? Only the elect will see it. Because why? The rest, they were blinded. All right? The rest, they were blinded. Yeah? That is what it is, basically. Let's take a look at Second Esdras. I'm trying to hurry up here because I had to make a go for it just now there on the plantation. All right, so Second Esdras. Second Esdras I want to read, man. Second Esdras chapter 16 and 1. It reads, woe be it unto thee, Babylon and Asia, woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. All right? And there's what we see in here now. Woe means what? Woe means war. Woe means destruction. So destruction unto America, destruction unto Asia, China and Japan again, along with North Korea and what have you, so forth. All right, woe be unto the Egypt and Syria. All right. There's what it is here. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack, and here bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Yeah. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? This is the time that we are living in here right now. All right, may any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may any one quench the fire in stubble when it began to burn, when it hath begun to burn. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. Yeah? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? Who could quench that thermonuclear missiles? Though the fire that is going to engulf parts of the world by the way of thermonuclear warfare. All right? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof are also before the Lord and before the glory of his power. All right? Because, hey, this whole world map is going to change when those missiles start to pelt. Yeah? They ain't going to have no more islands in the Caribbean for sure. All right? Because great tsunamis is going to take place. For strong is the right hand. That's not, read verse 12, hold up verse 12. For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth of his sharp archer, and shall not miss when they began to shoot into the ends of the world. So we know this is not literal arrows it is speaking about, but actually what? Those warheads. All right? Those warheads, nuclear war. All right? Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Which means what? The is going to take place. These plagues is going to happen. These plagues is going to be fulfilled. These plagues is going to rest upon the face of the earth, and no one could stop it. All right? Trump talking about you gambling with World War III. World War III is going to take place, whether you want to try to stop it or not. And to be more precise and fair, you is gambling with World War III, Trump, and you is going to bring it about. All right? You is going to bring it about. All right? Because your bravado, your bullying, your bullying policies and tactics and what have you, so forth, this, that. The nations ain't gonna go for that. All right? Like for instance, Iran. All right? Iran ain't gonna go for that, man. All right? Iran ain't gonna go for that. Oh boy, bear with. Last two scriptures are gonna come with. No matter of fact, this last scripture. That last scripture. 2 Ezra chapter 7. 2 Ezra chapter 7. 2 Ezra chapter 6 and 7. 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 7. It reads, Then did I consider these things, and they are made through me alone, and through none other. By me also shall be ended, and by none other. Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Plain and simple, point blank, period. All right, so, hey, I got to leave you all here. I now see a missed call there, a missed call icon there on top of my screen there, so I don't know that them calling me there for me to go and pick up shift. So, it is what it is. All right, so this is a brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp signing out. All right, hope you always edified through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So call Alayam, La Alahaya Nawa, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ka'akwadash, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, salutation unto the brothers who preaching and teaching this truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and their freedom to do so no more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled bird Israelites. Shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwat. Hey, Wabad Babal, this place had to go down, it will go down. Shalom.